Am I audible, guys? Is my voice
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Yes, yeah. Your voice
Good.
is clear.
Yeah. Now, guys, first of all, let me share the curriculum of this course. Here, guys, first of all, tell me, do you have any prior knowledge over DevOps or cloud? Or everyone is a fresher? That means they don't know, you don't know anything in these two areas.
I have experience on-prem DevOps, Venkat.
Okay, on-prem DevOps. Okay.
Yeah,
Have
no
you
cloud
created
knowledge.
no cloud knowledge? Have you created pipelines for different programming languages?
Yes, yes, Venkat.
So can you tell me what are the different languages which you have created, Lakshmi?
I have created for Java code and Angular code,
And
Angular and React codes for UI.
yeah, that's it. Only three.
Yes, yes, Venkat.
Okay, no worries. Okay, guys, here, if you look at here, in this course, we are going to see, actually, it is mainly project-based course. That means every day we are going to implement one project. Guys, in real time, we will implement a lot of the projects, and the languages which will be used by the programmers may be Java, React, Angular, Vue, Python. You don't know any language they can take, .NET Core, Node.js. So guys, there is no limit. The project people, the programmers may choose any programming language. But as a DevOps engineer or cloud admin, as a DevOps engineer especially, you should know how to create pipelines for those languages. So guys, first I'll explain what are we going to cover in this course. Guys, here, if you look at this picture, yes, can you see this image? Okay, clear. Now, guys, if you look at this picture, this is the DevOps area and this is the cloud area. And here, guys, I'll explain DevOps as well as I'll explain cloud features. And because it's a crash course and we are only dealing with projects, we will cover, actually my intention is I want to show you guys as many programming languages as I can, how to create pipelines for these programming languages. And you know, guys, to enroll for this course, you no need any prior or any sort of programming language skills, guys. There is no need for us to have any programming skills. And if you know how to use these two tools, that is more than enough to survive less. Now, here, if you look at this picture, this covers the DevOps part and this covers the cloud part. Before that, let me show. Yes, can you see this image? If you look at here, guys, any DevOps, any Azure DevOps will have mainly five criteria. One is Azure boards, next Azure repos, next pipelines, next test plans, and artifact, guys. If you know these five things, that's more than enough, guys. Now, let me show you a simple DevOps screen, guys. You can see how will you access any DevOps account? You simply type dev.azure.com, guys. It will show us, this is my company's DevOps account, where you can see there are a lot of projects which I have created. In the same way, guys, to access your cloud account, you have to type portal.azure.com. For the DevOps account, it is dev.azure.com, and for the cloud account, it is portal.azure.com. Now, guys, here we will create to implement the set projects in this particular document, guys. If you see the curriculum, we are going to implement 12 different projects. And to implement these projects, guys, you should know DevOps area, DevOps concept, and you should know the cloud concepts also. Because to deploy any application to the cloud, you should know what is an app service, what is a virtual machine, what is a function app, you know, all these services, guys. So if you look at here, guys, this is project number 1, where deployment of a web application to Azure app service using CI/CD pipeline. When we do this project, guys, you will learn these cloud topics: introduction to app services, how to create these web apps, and what are the vital features of app services. And guys, here when we do this project, you will learn these DevOps concepts. In the same way, guys, when we deploy our second project, you will learn some more new features in the cloud area and some more new features in the DevOps area. In that way, guys, when we complete, you can see when we implement the third project, which is completely a DB project, you will know all these new concepts, guys. These are all cloud concepts. And to implement that, you need to know how to create pipelines for the DB also. And this is the DevOps part. So in this way, guys, we will see when we implement all 12 projects, you will be in a good position to apply for any job in both DevOps area and cloud area, guys. So our main focus is, if you don't know anything, no worries, guys. I'll start from scratch. But if you already have good knowledge on DevOps and cloud, then also good, guys, you can join this course, because here we are actually implementing real-time projects. You can see, guys, this is traffic manager and DNS zone will be explained with the project 9. Project 10, you will see one .NET Core web application, guys, and where the application insights will be explained, which is very, very important cloud concept, guys. Now, after that, project 11, it will be a Python application. In today's world, Python is a very famous language, guys. So how to deploy applications which have been developed on Python to cloud by using Azure DevOps, that will explain in the project level. In the project 12, guys, we will deploy a Java application. In this way, guys, because it's a crash course, our main intention is how you guys will deploy these different types of projects. If you look at here, each project has a new programming language. Guys, here we are going to learn about AD also, Azure Active Directory, which is very, very important, guys. Next, let me show you another thing. Load balancer, which is also very, very important in the cloud. We'll see that particular thing here. So guys, here my intention is I will show how to create pipelines for React, Angular, Vue, Java, .NET Core, Node.js, Python. So guys, if possible, if we have time, I will show other, guys, the famous programming languages which are used by these programmers in the current market. I'll show you guys how to create them. And one more thing, guys, here to create the pipelines also, guys, there will be 3 different methods. One is by using classic editor, empty job. Second is by using predefined templates. The next one is by using or by writing YAML scripts. So guys, here in this course, I'll explain all those 3 methods, guys. Now, before you get into more details, guys, first of all, you should understand this diagram. If you understand this diagram, then it will be very clear what are we going to learn in this course. So what is DevOps and what is cloud, and how these two are interconnected, and why these DevOps engineers are getting good salaries, why they are paying, the companies are paying good salaries for these guys, and how much important is that. You will know everything, guys, once I explain this diagram. Guys, first of all, are you all following?
Yes.
Good. Now, guys, if you look at here, there is a project called 𝐋𝐢𝐯.com, guys. Actually, there is a client who wants to have a website for one of their business, and they approached our company. They have given one requirement document, and by seeing the document, we should actually implement that document, and we need to create the website for that particular client. Now, guys, to create this website called 𝐋𝐢𝐯.com, you will use both DevOps account, DevOps features, and cloud features. So guys, I want to, before explaining this technical example, I want to compare it with a normal example, guys. It's a general example. Let us compare these 2 examples, and I'll try to explain this picture to you guys. Okay. First of all, what is, okay, guys, you want to give a party for your friends. Now, when you have decided to give a party to your friends, can you guys tell me what will you first think about it? When you want to give a party, what will come to your mind?
Budget.
Okay, one is budget. Okay, guys, let me explain. Guys, you will find out, you will actually you need to decide on which date you want to give a party. You will decide the date, and after that, guys, you will decide how many guests you want to invite for that party. And next, guys, you will decide how many food items you want to serve in that party. Guys, for to give any party, you have to plan for the party. In the planning section, you will decide how many food items need to be served, what should be the date, and how many guests you want to invite. That is planning. In the same way, guys, if you come to xyz.com, which is nothing but a software product, to create this also, guys, planning is needed. Planning means, guys, if you want to do a project, can you tell me, guys, who are the stakeholders for any project?
The customers.
Okay, customer will give the project to us. Okay. Okay, let me
Business
explain.
analyst.
Tell me, can you, pardon, can you repeat?
I said business analyst.
Okay, BA is the one who will draft it. Okay, let me explain. For example,
Project manager.
okay, let me explain. Very simple, guys. Yeah, there will be a product manager, confirm. Under him, there will be a project manager, that is also confirmed. Under him, there is a team TL, team leaders will be there actually. And under any TL, guys, you will be having.
Is it not important? Architect firstly.
Yeah, solution architect will be there. Just wait, you will come, you will see. Just wait, guys. The cloud architect need to be there, the solution architect need to be there. So I'm just explaining how it will be. Guys, to do any project, you need to have front-end developers. Who are those guys? First of all, what is the front-end component of any project? Do you know, guys, what is a front-end component? Let me explain, guys. When you type amazon.in, you are actually viewing a UI. This is UI, guys. Now, this website, this will be seen by any end user. And this is known as a front-end component, which is viewable by the end users. The customer can view that. And by using this website, he will do something. Guys, front-end component is nothing but it's a user interface. Now, can you tell me, guys, what are the other two important components of any project? You know, there will be one front-end component. Actually, guys, if it is a 3-tier architecture, in real time, you will be have 4, 5, 6 tiers, guys. For our demo sake. Okay, if it is 3-tier, can anyone tell me what are the 2 other tiers, guys?
Maybe backend.
Yeah.
Web server.
Okay.
Database.
Well, to be very simple, but in real time, guys, you will be having 4, 5, 6, 7 tiers. So don't worry. For now, guys, there will be at least 3 components in any project. One is front-end component, second one is the back-end component, and third one is the DB component. Now, guys, when I click the button orders, when I click this button order, I'm actually viewing my previous orders, correct? These are my previous orders. Can you tell me, guys, from where the data is coming? These order details, from where this data is coming?
Database.
It is coming from the database, and who is fetching it?
Backend code.
Yeah, backend, guys. If you look at here, when I click this button order, there will be an order API, which will be called by the front end. And that order API, what will it do? It will fetch the data which has been asked by the front end component. Let me explain that in a bit, just a minute. Let me draw it quickly. Guys, for any 3-tier architecture, you know, there will be at least these 3 components. You know that, guys. First of all, there is a front end component, there will be a back end component, and there will be a DB component. Now, you know, this is my front end component. This is my back end component. This is my data. Now, guys, there will be one user. This is the user, the end user. Now, you know, guys, front end will send some request to the back end, and back end will send the same request to the DB. and the backend will get a response from the DB, and backend will give this response to the front end. Now, guys, if you look at here, any project will definitely have these three components, guys. Now, can you tell me, guys, what are the famous programming languages which are available in the market to create these front-end components? Can you tell me, guys, what are the famous programming languages available in the market?
Angular, React.
Yeah, one is very famous is React.js, guys. Next, other one is Angular. And if you know, there is a Vue.js.
Vue.js.
Yeah, and if you know, there is Python.
JavaScript.
And there is JavaScript. Yes, correct. And you have HTML, CSS.
Yeah.
And you have .NET. You have you have Java. Guys, there are a lot of programming languages in the market by using which you will create your front-end component. Guys, can you tell me what are the famous programming languages for the backend?
Java.
SQL.
Yeah, Java. No SQL.
Okay,
Java.
not database, right? Okay,
Yeah,
Java.
C++, Python.
Yeah, .NET Core, Python, C++, correct. Any more? Node.js, perfect. Well, one of the very famous Node.js. Now, guys, you have these are the famous programming languages used by the backend team to create the backend component. Guys, do you know, can you tell me some of the DB databases?
SQL,
MS
MySQL,
SQL, MySQL,
MongoDB,
Postgre.
Yeah, you have a lot of other
Oracle.
Oracle. You have a lot of other programming languages also, the database tools also in the market. Now, guys, you know, as a DevOps engineer, when you join any company, guys, there will be one project called 𝐿WPLabs. Now, guys, you know, the programmers in that company may use React as the front-end component, and they may use .NET Core as the backend component, and they may use MS SQL as the database, correct? They can use any of the given stack. Will you agree? Yes, Sybase is there, correct? You don't know, when you join any company, you don't know which project will be given to you. And guys, the programmers may use Python, they may use Vue, they may use Java, they may use Node.js, or they may use MySQL. You don't know. Here, guys, as a DevOps engineer, you must have the knowledge. Guys, we are not here to know all these programming languages. We don't learn it, guys, because that is not our job. Our job is to write pipelines for these languages. Okay. Before that, let me come back to the other picture. Yeah, if you look at this picture, guys, you know, in any team, there will be one or more than one front-end developer, correct, guys? And there will be at least one or more than one back-end developer, and there will be DB analyst. And after that, guys, does your team contains testers?
Yeah.
Definitely. What is the work of any tester, guys?
Testing all the scenarios.
Yeah, all the scenarios will be
Find
tested
bugs.
yeah, they will find the bugs and they will test all the scenarios, guys. They will actually test the code, correct? Now there will be a BA, business analyst. Can you tell me, guys, what is the work of a BA? He will actually draft the requirement from the client, guys. Time to time, he will provide the CR's descriptions, the requirement descriptions to you guys. And after that, there will be one DevOps engineer also. And guys, you will also have SA people, there will be other people also. Now, this is your team, and you need to work with this team, guys. Now, if you come back here to this particular picture, guys, you know, to throw a party, you will plan. In the same way, guys, when you want to give a project, when you want to do a project, in planning section, you need to decide how many resources you need to do that project. Resources mean, guys, how many front-end developers, how many back-end developers, how many DB people, how many testers, how many DevOps engineers. So you should know how many resources you need. And after that, guys, you also need in how many days you are going to deliver this project to the client. That is also most important thing. And guys, you need to know how many resources you are going to create in the cloud to deliver this project. That means, guys, there is a concept called Azure board. Azure board is nothing but, guys, in this board section, you will decide how many, all these things, guys. What are the resources you need for the project? What are the sprints, in how many sprints you need to complete any project? And guys, you will derive the task from any, guys, can you tell me what is the task? If there is a team, task will be assigned for those team members, correct, guys?
Yes.
Task is nothing but work. Now, guys, in Azure board section only, you need to derive the task from the requirement document. First of all, tell me, guys, what is the requirement document? Who will give that?
Project manager or team lead.
Yeah, those guys. Actually, it will come from the client, correct?
It's
Who-
based.
yeah,
If
there
it
is
is
a
internal applications, then we can decide. If
Yeah,
it's a client
actually, it is a-
application, they
okay.
will provide us.
Yeah, if it is a client application, they will provide it. Actually, it is the work of the BA to draft a good requirement document, and he will share the document with us. Okay. If you look at this particular, guys, very simple. Let me first create a simple project in the DevOps account, and in real time, you will create this, guys. For example, let me create project batch 72. This is the project name. And guys, you can see there will be private and public projects. What are those? I'll explain later. Now, guys, each project will have a domain. Can you tell me what is the domain? Guys, do you know what? Okay. Do you know, guys, what is the domain of any project? Let me explain, guys. Whenever you do a project, guys, you will do a project on. There are famous domains like banking, healthcare, insurance, logistics, retail. Do you know, guys? Do you know? So, guys, you will do one of the projects in these domains. For example, here I'm creating this project, and in logistic domain, you simply create this button. What we have just done, we have actually creating a new project in my DevOps account. Yes, you can see, guys, I have created my DevOps account. I have created my project in my DevOps account. And guys, I told you, any DevOps account, any project will have 5 sections. This boards, repos, pipelines, test plans, and artifacts. Now, guys, what I told you guys, what will be done in boards part? Planning of the project. What is the meaning of planning? Planning means you will decide the resources of the project. You will derive tasks out of the requirement document, and you will assign the task to your team leaders, team members. And after that, guys, what will you do? You will create sprints. Yes, can you tell me what is a sprint? Okay, guys, in any project, guys, you will be having sprints. Generally, a sprint lasts for 15 days. So, guys, in that sprint, you need to complete one of the module of the project. So, guys, you will decide everything. The planning will be done in Azure boards. Is it clear, guys? What will you do in Azure boards? If someone asks that, you need to tell you will plan for a project. Clear? Clear. Now, guys, so planning is nothing but your Azure boards. In your Azure board, you will plan for it. Guys, the next part is repository. Okay, what is a repo, guys? Can anyone tell me what is a repository?
A repository is nothing but a code that's centralized where we can the DevOps engineer can grab and then clone the code, and then we can make a changes through CI/CD
Yeah, very simple, guys.
Folder.
Repository is nothing but the central location of your entire project code, guys. Actually, guys, there is noise coming from one of the person. Could you please all go on mute? Thank you. Now, guys, if you look at here, a repo is nothing but You know, guys, if there is a project, there will be a front-end developer, there will be a back-end developer, there is a DB guy. So all these guys will write some code for the same project. When they write it, guys, what they will do, they need to push their code to this repository. Repository is nothing but, guys, this report should contain entire project code, guys. If you look at here, when you initialize it, you can see, guys, this is my repository's name. And in this repository, what should it contain? It should contain the entire project. First question, guys. You tell me, who will write the project code?
Developers.
Developers. It may be front end or back end. And who will push the code to this repository?
DevOps engineer.
No, developers only.
Developers only.
They only push it. But guys, okay. Let me explain one thing. Very, very important, guys.
If any changes can't be pushed from the Git,
No,
it's
no,
my
no.
question.
It is the work of the developer to push it. Let me explain, guys. Just wait for a minute. Guys, the developers actually what they can use, they will use Git GUI, or they may use Git commands, or they may use VS Code source control, or they may use VS Visual Studio Team Explorer. These are the different methods, guys. Actually, if there is a programmer, they may use any one of the given method to push their code to the repository. Actually, guys, if you know, this is a simple VS Code. This is a simple VS Code IDE, guys. This will be used mostly by the front-end developer. And if you look at here, guys, there will be a source control. And by using this source control, they will actually push the code to the repository. Now, guys, in real time, it is the work of the programmer to push the code to the repository. But guys, as a DevOps engineer, you should also know how they are pushing it. Why? Because guys, when they try to push it, guys, sometimes they will get a lot of issues because of the different branches, and there will be merges. There when they merge, there may occur merge conflict. So guys, as a DevOps engineer, it is your work to resolve them. So guys, in real time, you may not use these methods to push the code, because the pushing will always done by the programmers. But you should know how to use these methods to push the code to the from the developer system to the cloud Azure DevOps repository. Now, guys, can you tell me what we do in the repository?
Code. Source code.
Yeah, source code place, guys. Very simple. In repo, you can find entire project code. That's it. In pod, you will find the task, the sprints, the resources of your project. Very good. Now, guys, once the code reaches the repository, now the actual work of the developer comes, guys. Beyond this point, programmer will never come. From this point, you need to take over. And guys, what will you do? You have to create a build pipeline and a release pipeline. Before that, guys, okay, let me explain the regular example. You want to give a party. You have decided the party date and number of guests and everything. And guys, on the party date, when you want to prepare something, generally you will find all the ingredients from your storeroom. You know, in kitchen storeroom. Storeroom is nothing but where you can find your rice, vegetables, and everything, guys, masalas and everything. Now, guys, where you actually cook the food, it will be in the kitchen, correct? Okay, on the party date, guys, what do you want to do? You want to serve chicken biryani. Now, guys, to serve chicken biryani, you will follow some steps, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. If it is vegetable pulao, you will follow some other steps. Here, guys, kitchen is nothing but your build pipeline. Build pipeline is nothing but, guys, in the build pipeline, what will it do? Whatever the code which is there in the repository, you will build it. What is the meaning of build, guys? Does anyone know what is the meaning of build? Build is nothing but to check whether there are any errors in the code. And at the end, if there are no errors, it will generate one artifact, guys. The build pipeline will generate one artifact. Now, guys, in the same way, in kitchen, what will you do? You will prepare the food. And if you look at here, guys, I told you build pipeline work is to check the code within the repo. And to check that, there are some steps. If, for example, guys, if the repo has React code, there will be different steps to build the React code. And if the repo has .NET code, then there will be different other steps to create this build pipeline for the .NET code. That is the reason, guys. The steps for each and every programming language will vary with the build pipeline. Did you understand this point? If you look at here, guys, let me show that to you. If you look at here, this project 26, you can see here, guys, there is a Java project. Let me, yeah, if you look at here, first let me show this pipeline. If you look at here, guys, this is a simple build pipeline, and these are the tasks to build a HTML project. Now these are the tasks. If it is Java, guys, these tasks will vary. If it is .NET, vary. If it is Python, you will have different tasks. That means, guys, as you prepare different foods, to prepare a different food, you need a unique steps. In the same way, guys, when you create a build pipeline, you should know how to write this build pipeline for all programming languages. Why, guys? Can anyone tell me why it is a must knowledge you guys to have? First of all, do you understand what is the build pipeline?
For CI/CD process.
Yeah, for CI, forget about CD for now. In the build pipeline, why we create build pipeline, guys? Can anyone tell me that? Where is the code?
It's in source centralized repository.
Yeah, it is in the repository. And when you write the build pipeline, actually, first of all, why you are writing the build pipeline?
To check if any others.
Create a build.
Actually, guys, the main important thing is we need an artifact from the build pipeline so that we can deploy that to the cloud later. So, okay, for now, guys, to understand it easy, to check whether there are any errors in the source code, you will write a build pipeline. At the end, when there are no errors in the code, guys, the build pipeline will generate one artifact. What is an artifact? Which is the final output of your project. Guys, if your project has, if it has taken 1 GB of space, what will be the size of an artifact, guys?
Size
Will be very minimum. It will be 5 MB or 10 MB. And guys, in your code, you will never copy the entire project to the code, guys. You will never do that. You will only need to copy the artifact. That is enough. If it is to understand it easy, guys, this is your project. Artifact is that it's a zipped version of your project. Now, in the build pipeline, if someone asks what is the output of a build pipeline, what should you answer? It is an artifact. When you follow some steps to build that programming language's code, if there are no errors in the code, you will get one artifact. Yes, is it clear? What are we doing in board, repo, and build pipeline? Is there any doubt with these three terminologies? Clear for everyone here? No doubts? Okay. Now, guys, once we have an artifact for my code, the next step is, guys, you need to deploy the code to the cloud. Then only you will have a URL. By using that URL, you can actually access the project. Guys, today it's only theory class, guys, but from tomorrow onwards, every day we will implement one project. Every day it's a practical thing, practical learning, guys, knowledge experience. You will get a real-time knowledge experience with every day, guys. Every day there is a project. Now, guys, you know we have an artifact, which is nothing but our final code. Now you will be having a release pipeline or a CD pipeline, guys, continuous deployment. What will it do? It will take the artifact from the build pipeline and it will deploy that into the cloud. Guys, now here artifact is nothing but your chicken biryani served on your plate. Now, where will you serve this food to your guests, guys? You will not serve in your kitchen. There is a dining room in your home and there is a dining table. On that table, you will serve your food. Now, guys, if these are the guests, they will come to the dining table and they will have the food from the dining table. That means there should be something which need to fetch the food from the kitchen to the dining table. Is it correct? So all the end users, they will never come to your kitchen or they will never come to your DevOps account, guys. They will only there in the cloud. When you deploy this product to one of the services in the cloud, then all end users can consume that service. Did you get my point? Here, guys, we will have a service called app service. What is the work of it? When you create an app service, guys, for example, if you look at here, guys, there is a service called app service. When you click on any app service, guys, if you click on that, if you browse this, guys, you will see one website. For example, it's a simple .NET application, guys, simple web page website. Can you tell me, guys, where is this particular project's code? It is there in the DevOps account repository, correct? Now, when we have created build pipeline for this .NET project, what we have got, we got an artifact. And to see the code in the web page, we need a URL. We need something, a website name. When we have the website, then only all end users can actually access the website. Now it is the work of the app service, which is a service in the cloud. This is the service in the cloud. You will have a lot of services, guys. There is a storage, networking servers in the cloud. When you deploy this artifact into that particular app service in the cloud, guys, then the product, the artifact will now have a URL. By using that URL, all end users can access the website. That means, guys, to deploy this 𝐿WPLabs.com, you need the code which is there in the repo. You need an artifact which will be given by the build pipeline. You need a release pipeline so that it can deploy the artifact into the cloud. You need an app service in the cloud on which you can deploy your code so that you can get a URL, and by using that URL, all end users can access the website. This is your cloud. This is your DevOps account, guys. Did you understand anything here? Is it clear, guys? If it is clear, can I ask some questions? Because tomorrow, guys, in tomorrow's class, we are going to implement our first e-commerce website, guys. There is a website we are going to implement that. For that, we will do something in the DevOps account and something in the cloud account. Tomorrow's is a practical session where we will deploy our first project. Now here, guys, is it clear? If it is clear, can I ask some questions? Guys, can anyone tell me what is the output of build pipeline?
Artifact.
Good. What is the input of release pipeline?
Artifact.
Artifact only. Can you tell me, guys, what is the work of a release pipeline? What release pipeline will do?
It will deploy the artifact in the cloud.
Yeah, it will take the artifact from the build pipeline and it will deploy that in our cloud. Is it correct, guys? And for that, you need a service connection. What is that? I'll explain later. Guys, don't worry for now. So, guys, if you look at this picture, to deploy this 𝐿WPLabs to the cloud, we need to do something in the DevOps account and we need to do something in the cloud account. And here, guys, in this crash course, I'll explain with each project what are the tasks which you need to do in the DevOps account, guys. If you look at this particular document, it is mentioned clearly, guys, because to deploy this, you have to do something in your cloud and you have to do something in your DevOps account. And with each project, you will learn new concept in both areas, guys, in cloud and in DevOps. And guys, after you finish this course, you can happily apply for any job, but you need to practice a lot, guys. And because we are only giving 12 projects in this course, because the crash course, if you spend good amount of time, guys, you can happily gain a very good knowledge in DevOps, in this DevOps and cloud area, guys. Guys, is it clear? First of all, is it clear? Is there any doubt with this diagram? With what diagram that? Is it clear for everyone, guys? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes. So there is no doubt to anyone, guys, here in this diagram. Clear, guys? Guys, can you tell me why I have written step 1 to step 4 in this pipeline? And can I use the same step for all programming languages?
Yes, we can use, but build commands will vary from language to
Yeah.
language.
Yeah. For example, if it is React or Angular or Vue, we can use the same pipeline, but commands will vary. But if it is .NET and React, then the pipeline will vary. And if it is Python and Java, then again the task will be varying. So guys, in this course, I'll tell you how to write pipeline for all major programming languages. That is one thing. And I'm going to explain you guys what are the important resources in the cloud which you need, you need to know. Without those services, you can't do anything else. So with this quick crash course, you will have a very good knowledge on both DevOps account as well as on the cloud account. And if you want to ask any questions, you can ask now, guys.
Sir, since we are new to cloud, so
Okay.
whether there is any session specific to discussion of basic services of Azure?
Every day, guys, for example, every day it will be 1.5 hour class, guys, 1 to 1.5 hour. The first 20 to 30 minutes, I'll explain to do that project, what are the services which you need in the cloud. So guys, if you are a fresher or if you are a non-IT guy, you can also join this course, guys, because every day I'll explain in detail from the scratch till the end, how to start a service, how to deploy a code into the cloud. So every day it will be explained in detail, guys. So don't you worry, guys.
Yeah. For example, for running these applications, we need to create some virtual machines.
Yeah.
For that, we need to have some storages. Those sort of steps also will be covered here.
Yeah, will be covered. Definitely covered. We will create virtual machines also, and we will deploy our code in that virtual machine. Look at here. There is a virtual, we will configure load balancers over those virtual machines. And we will deploy our projects on a VM. If you look at here, there is a project which has been deployed on a VM. There is, guys, so you don't worry. And we'll cover this Sonar Cloud also, the Sonar Cube and Sonar Cloud.
Also,
and
we are learning whether we need to know all these programming languages like
No,
each and everything has its own example. Is it?
No, guys. To do this course, there is no need to require any programming language, guys. You should know, for example, guys, this course, 85% is tool-based, only some 10 to 15% is code, not code. There will be some PowerShell scripts and there will be some YAML scripts, guys. Those are also very easy. You will see, guys, how easy are they. If you know that, guys, that's enough. No need to have any prior knowledge of any programming language. And because we are not here to write any code, we are not writing any code. It is only tool. And one more thing, guys, if you are an IT guy or if you are a non-IT guy, for them also it's a very easy way to enter into IT industry. If you are a programmer, you want to shift from programming to the cloud, you can do that. Because, guys, in earlier, for the first 8 years, I have worked as both DevOps front-end and back-end developers. At that time, I used to have a lot of stress, guys, because we need to do develop a lot. I have to constantly think for the logics and I have to write them. But after I changed to DevOps or cloud admin, now everything is happy. Here also you will have tensions, but not those coding skills, guys. We don't bother to have any analytical skills. Don't bother to have any coding skills. Not required, guys. You should know how to write this pipeline. You should know how to create the services in the cloud, and you should know how to manage it, and you should know how to integrate them. And that is more than that, guys. If you know that, that is more than enough to happily settle in this particular as a DevOps engineer or cloud admin. You can happily settle, guys, if you know all these things. Because, guys, this is purely project-based course. That means we don't teach only subject knowledge here. No, that means what is this, what is that? No, it is completely project oriented. Every day we will show you how it will be done in real time, how to create a service in real time, how to create a pipeline in real time, how to push the code to the repo in real time, how you will deploy the code to the cloud in real time. Everything, guys, everything will be explained with projects. That is the only we have created these guys. And one more thing, guys, if you are interested with this code, please join this. This is the WhatsApp group you should join, guys. For DevOps or cloud, if you don't know anything in it, you can join, guys. Don't worry. Either it is DevOps or cloud. If you don't know anything, you just simply blindly join this. And one more thing, guys, when you have joined it, we will create one Slack channel, guys. You can see that. Each day, guys, what will we do after we explain it? If, for example, yesterday for other batch, I've explained, I have given React code, Angular code, Vue code, and after that I have explained how to create this build and release pipeline. And after that, what they have done, guys, you can see Manisha, what she has done. She has created 3 websites. This is a React website, if you look at here. And this is the Angular website. She has deployed that. And this is a Vue.js application. And guys, if you look at here, guys, after each day, I will give an assignment. Whatever I explain in that class, you guys need to do that at your home. And you have to share your output skills in the Slack. In this process, what will happen, guys? You will get a lot of issues. And guys, if you get any, you can see there is a error for this particular person. So in the very next class, what will we do? We will resolve your issue, guys. The first 10 to 15 minutes only to resolve your issues, guys. You are to resolve existing issues. Can you see that, guys? So in this way, guys, every day when I give a project, those guys need to, if you look at here, guys, I have given an assignment. And what they have done, you can see that I have given some queries. I've given some script file, and what they have done, they have deployed it to the cloud. So guys, every day, another batch will be created on this Slack. And guys, every day we will provide assignments, guys. And it won't take much time, guys. Very simple, guys. If you spend 1 hour for this class and spend another 15 minutes for the assignment, that's it, guys. If you do that, guys, then it will more than enough. And guys, any age limit, no age limit, guys.
So the recording will be provided. Huh?
Yeah, at the end of the class, guys, there is a class. You can see this, guys. You can every day at the end, a recording will be shared with you, guys. If you look at here, classroom.google.com, each day, guys, when you, where is today's, if you look at this, each day you will see the recording, guys. The recording will be shared. This is my day 9 recording. This is day 10 recording. This is day 8 recording. So you will have all recordings. If you miss any one class, don't worry. You can view that later and you can practice the assignment. And if you get any questions, you can ask me in the next class. So guys, first of all, you all need to add yourself to the given WhatsApp group if you're interested. And guys, tomorrow I'm going to explain how we deploy our first e-commerce website to the cloud, how we create a project in the DevOps account, how we create build and release pipelines, and how we deploy that to the cloud. Everything will be explained, guys, in tomorrow's class. So don't miss tomorrow's class. Guys, there is no age limit for this course because no need to have any coding skills now. So you can apply as a fresher or you can apply as a experienced guy. And at the end, guys, we will provide a sample resume also to you guys. You can use that resume to apply for any job. And we will provide the course curriculum also. Everything will be shared in this WhatsApp group, guys. If you are interested, you simply click that and join in that particular WhatsApp.